Well, March is Greek American Heritage Month, and as we celebrate, we would like to highlight a local woman-owned business that's carrying on the family's legacy.
And chances are you've heard of pink Greek dressing. Well, what you may not know is this popular salad topping was actually created by accident.
Aren't all the best recipes? All right, it was also created right here in Metro Detroit, and thanks to Christina Calafian and her father's Papa's Kitchen dressings and marinades. They're still going strong. Good morning to you. Thank you for being with us.
Good morning. Thank you for having me.
Of course. So for those who may not be familiar with your family, it's particularly your dad, Jimmy Papadopoulos, his famous Greek pink dressing. What is it all about? What's the history behind it? Especially, how was the mistake? How did that happen?
So in Metro Detroit, there's this famous pink Greek dressing that we can get at Coney Island. So my dad came here from Greece at the age of 12, opened his first restaurant at the age of 17, and then him and my mother opened up a restaurant in the 70s. And so while he was in the back of the kitchen preparing everything, he started creating this dressing with beet juice in it. And from there, he just kept stirring more and more and more. And next thing you know, people jumped on his bandwagon, as I like to say, and it's often copied but never duplicated.
I love that. And it just tastes good on everything, too. Can we just
So
throw that
good.
in there? You want to dip your French fries in it. You want to put it on a salad. It tastes good on everything.
So you've kind of taken over the family business now.
Yes.
And you're creating even more dressings as well. Can you tell us about some of the others that you've bought and how those are created as well?
Yeah, absolutely. So my dad retired back in 2015 from the restaurants. And so I decided, because we would get all these questions, can you make us a dressing? Can we get this? Can we get that? So I decided, let's create a legacy of his dressings. So we have our pink Greek, which is our signature. Then Maple Harvest, one of my favorites.
That sounds so good.
Oh, there's so
That
much
sounds
to
so
do
good.
with it. I marinate with it. I love adding bourbon and brown sugar and marinating chicken and pork, glazing our salmons. The creamy dill is a play off of your typical runny ranch, but with fresh dill in it. So it's nice and airy and refreshing. Goes great on salmon and cucumber salad. We have our fresh herb vinaigrette, which is a family history recipe. It's all hand-chopped herbs infused into oil and vinegar. We don't use any dry ingredients. They are all gluten-free, dairy-free, with the exception of the dill.
Oh my gosh, it all sounds amazing. Now we're gonna get a first-hand experience because you're gonna show us how to make an authentic Greek dish, which is a dressing that you sometimes use. So what are we making right now?
Yeah, so what we're making here is tzatziki. So what we have here is, I like to use Lafarge yogurt. And so what I'll do is I'll take a half a cup of yogurt to a half a cup of chopped cucumbers.
These are the videos that go viral on TikTok that you watch,
Yeah.
Tati, by the way. So
Exactly.
I don't know if you're...
Take
He's like, take notes.
Listen, this is so easy. It's 3 ingredients, you guys. So
Okay.
cucumber, yogurt, and creamy dill dressing. So we do another half a cup.
You're so good. You're measuring. I'd be like, let's just put a bunch of this in here.
Well, let's
Splash it
be
in.
honest. I'm
Okay.
only doing this for camera. Usually I am a by taste type person.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you. You can make it easy for people. Give some framework.
Yeah.
Which, yeah, I'm like you.
So
Let's
then
see
we
how it
just
tastes.
kind of stir it all up.
And there you go.
And I mean, you
So
can
let's say I
always
made a
add
bowl like this. How long would that last in the fridge?
I mean, I would put it in there for about no longer than a week.
A week.
honestly.
Okay. That's what I was thinking.
I know this is going to be a
This smells
tough
so
question
good.
for you, but do you have a favorite dish out of all the things that you make? Like, what is your top pick?
Boy,
Very
you
hard- very-
heard the
very hard
sigh. I
question.
was like, oh, this is a tough one.
So I do love to dip my potato chips into the creamy dill.
Yeah.
Because it's
Okay.
only 80 calories.
Okay, there you go.
Perfect.
There
So,
you go.
But no, I mean, everything that I make, I mean, I like to say is really good, so I don't really have a favorite, but lamb chops in the fresh herb vinaigrette,
Yeah.
salmon with the dill, we do a Michigan salad with the maple harvest, like I mentioned, that bourbon and brown sugar, our pasta salad with the fresh herb. I mean, anything you make with these dressings turns your meal from ordinary to extraordinary.
I believe it. I believe it. So, how can people learn more about your dressings and marinades and get their hands on them?
Yeah, so you can visit us on our website, papas-kitchen.com. Down there, there's recipes that we talked about. There's over 100 retail locations that we are in. You can find us at Papa Joe's, Hollywood, Bush's, Woodward Corn Market, Rivertown, Fresh Thyme. Go under
So
the
all
website.
over the city, all
Yes.
over Detroit and Metro Detroit.
We are conquering.
That's right. Thank you so much for being with us, and thank you. She brought me a bunch of gluten-free stuff, so I appreciate you so much. Thank you,
Yes.
Christina.
Thank you.
You're
I'll be.
welcome.
I'm gonna try every one of these once we
Handle
go
it.
to the break.
Right, exactly.
Absolutely.
All right.